Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice Mobile. It's the week of December the 3rd, 2020, and the current challenge is Arkham Knight Harley Quinn. It's a 1-week repeat. The required characters are Sinestro, Black Adam, and Batman, who can be had as low as bronze, silver, and gold, respectively. So not a bad entry point for new players to get a good, strong character. Her passive, this one's for Mr. J. When the enemy tags in, Harley may perform a surprise attack if she is tagged out. If the Joker is knocked out on Harley's team, she gains full power. She's got base attack of 1100, base health of 1000, and she was last available actually quite recently, April 2020. So, like all the Harley Quinns, she's a great support character. She's able to heal her teammates. She may not be the strongest Harley Quinn, because Suicide Squad Harley Quinn is, but she's fun as an entry hazard, doing damage to an opponent who's tagging in, and very useful on a defensive team. We'll link to a video in the description and in the eye in the top right corner, where we play around with her like that. So, she's got two passives, right? And if we talk about the second part first, which I feel like doesn't come into play as much. Gaining full power when a Joker is knocked out, it can be fun, but gaining power quickly isn't that unique with the Tantu Totem around. And even before the Tantu Totem, it's really hard to play to maximize the second part of her passive. If you're leaving the Joker out to get knocked out, the longer he's fighting, the more power she generates off screen, so the less valuable that part of her passive is in giving him power. If she's already got a bar or two of power, and he gives her the third bar, But if she's got nothing, that's really great, but the chance of her having nothing is pretty small. So if you give her Tantu Totem with the first part of her passive, where she performs a surprise attack, what's cool is, if she does it, she generates a bar of power for having tagged in. That still counts as a tag in, and she tags right back out again. She's also got extra hits on her combo ender, and that takes advantage of any gears that have a combo ender effect. So she's a lot of fun to play. This week's multiplayer reward is, as expected, Black Power Battery, which becomes Necron's Scythe. When it's maxed out, it has a 40% power steal on basic attacks if health is lower than 15%. There is 200% increased damage against frozen or stunned opponents. A 40% life drain on basic attacks if health is lower than 15%. And when it's evolved, knocking out an enemy gains a resurrection with 65% of the health on death, and it only happens once per match. This was last available May 2020, and it looks like we're still following the larger multiplayer reward cycle after the recent, well, actually not so recent interruption, that brought back the Tantu Totem Claw of Horus and Necron Scythe, because we've actually had an uninterrupted cycle since November 21st, 2019, so it's been well over a year. If the current pattern still holds, next week should be Claw of Horus, another great legendary gear. And speaking of legendary gears, Necron Scythe is really it. It's one of only 2 gears that boost damage against stunned opponents, and it's worth a gear slot if it only had that one ability. But the boosted damage against frozen opponents makes it even better. And then that one revive, because you knocked down an opponent, it makes it amazing. The power drain and lifesteal sound great. And it feels like it doesn't come into play enough when using it offensively, because it's hard to keep your health that low for more than a short period of time to get the benefit of it. But if it does trigger, I mean, it's really great. The one limitation is if you run into a card that has 2 pieces of LexCorp, same problem with Batman Ninja Catwoman's passive, then your opponent is, instead of losing power, instead of you gaining it, they're generating a huge amount of power when you're low health. I think I need to play around with it a bit more, but I think New 52 Shazam has the potential to be especially dangerous with Necron Scythe. If he triggers his passive, dropping below 25% health, before the rest of his team is knocked out, he gets 21 seconds of being immune from knockout, and that's time where he can have his health really low. 21 seconds of life drain and power steal is pretty good. And I mean, when you think about it, there's lots of fights that don't even last that long when we're grinding multiplayer with our Flashpoint team. So 21 seconds can be a huge difference maker for just the one character on a team. In the store, there's a Gotham Gold pack, and it's got to be one of the worst packs. It's $27 Canadian. It contains 3 Gotham City character cards. Bane, who's gold. Insurgency Joker, who's gold. But Deathstroke, who's silver. Definitely not worth it, especially when you're paying sort of gold kind of money for getting cards that are in the store. And one of those cards is a silver card. Yeah, big fail. There is a Shazam Celebration pack for 300 Nth Metal. So it's interesting. This, along with last week's Aquaman Celebration pack, are the first new packs that we've had in a while that weren't for money. 300 Nth Metal, same price. And what you get for this one is 1 Nth Metal or 1 gold card. And how they describe it is celebrate the hero of Fawcett City with a higher appearance of metal or gold Shazam, Black Adam, Superman, or newer gold characters. And if you look at the breakdown, so 5% New 52 Shazam is not awful. It's still like a 1 in 20 chance of getting a decent metal card. 9% each of Dawn of Justice Superman, good challenge character. Injustice 2 Superman, also a good challenge character. Kandak Black Adam, New 52 Superman, and Shazam too, 9% chance of the original Shazam, who's not that great anymore, but is still a pretty rare drop. So definitely desirable if you want to fill out your collection. And I guess the measure of the pack will be what those other 50% gold characters are. Our Survivor is LexCorp gear set until the 16th of December 2020. Phantom Zone just finished, and Fight 62 is still broken. Last weekend's breakthrough was, as expected, Raven, Superman, and the Arkham Knight. And based on the schedule, likely this weekend coming up will be Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, and Martian Manhunter. So Harley Quinn is perfect, just in time for finishing the challenge and then breaking through her character. Link in the description to Reddit thread started by Devlin16 that goes over the complete breakthrough cycle. Alright, so moving on to the current glitches. Remember that every working glitch is explained in a video as part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the I in the top right corner of this video. We are Android only, so we can only confirm these glitches for Android. If you're on iOS, we do have some information from iOS users that we seem reliable, but we can't confirm for ourselves, so we'll mention some of that, and we'll cut and paste the information into the description. So we like to start with the significant not working glitches, because that's something that you actually can't check in and get the most questions about. There's no current working glitch for credits that we're willing to endorse. We talk about this in way more detail in a previous episode of our P and Q and C and A and T videos, Season 6, Episode 9. Probably worth repeating the main point, which is that lots of people are doing it, but we don't endorse it because it requires having 2 devices being logged in simultaneously to one account, and the risk for having your account suspended is just too high for us. Glitch for getting repeated past multiplayer season rewards is also not working. Glitch for getting your multiplayer season rewards is not working in a way that's exploitable. And there's no glitch to get through Phantom Zone quickly, although there are strategies. And we've got some footage that might be worth uploading next little bit where we've done it faster than we've ever done it before, with only paying once with 5 Nth Metal to re-roll one of the tasks. And there's no button to watch to watch a video to get free energy, so can't exploit it. And that's it for the significant not working glitches. So of the working glitches, the glitch to let you play Phantom Zone repeatedly was still working up until earlier today when Phantom Zone was finished. The challenge reset method that requires Google Play Cloud Save is also working, confirmed on the current Arkham Knight Harley Quinn challenge. And just remember that it does, when the Phantom Zone is around, it resets progress for both. So keep that in mind, because it's easy to get into the habit of just resetting without thinking about what else it's also doing. And if you're on Android 10 and having trouble doing a challenge reset because you need to re-download more than a gig of data, when you clear the app data, when you do the clear app data step, potential solution that we can't test because we're on Android 9. And so we've cut and pasted a comment from viewer 10 Day who tells you which file you need to move around on your device so you don't have to re-download it. Also, we've copy and pasted into the description a comment from viewer Jonathan Yang, who's an iOS user, who tells you how to reset the challenge on an iOS device. Again, something that we cannot test or confirm, but his feedback's been pretty good and consistent, saying that it works. No real complaints yet. The breakthrough glitch, let you play repeatedly, is still working. The airplane mode / refund glitch is still working. It's good for packs with random drops and last laugh tickets, and you've got a bit of patience. Then what you do is you just use it to get a refund on whatever credits you've spent on that pack until you get the thing that you want from that particular pack. Time shifting still works in Android for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. Just remember, bring your countdown clock back to normal before you're completely done using it. Otherwise, we suspect it's the reason that people's challenges don't show up on time, or that Phantom Zone doesn't come when it's supposed to. And in between working and not working glitches, we have the promotion glitch, the one where you could promote characters that were still locked in your store. It's neither working nor not working, because since update 2.14, the conditions that were required haven't been there. So it hasn't been testable, hasn't failed us yet, and we will remove the glitch from the current glitch playlist once it fails us. And that's it. So thank you very much to our patrons on Patreon who've been supporting us, and that is Console Peasant, Ed Woon, both supporting us at the top tier last word, Mohammed Al-Bashadi at the Your Message Here tier, Sean Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Mull, Michael DeVries, Brandon C., Irvin Ruiz, and Eddie Du, who are supporting us at the credited level, and Chris Wolf, Scarlet Danny, Awesome Gamer 241, Pavu RS, Gavin Malott, and Isfar E. at the gratitude level. And a good luck to my partner who's not doing this with me this week because he's in the middle of some big exams. And thank you very much to everyone watching for supporting us. We'll see you next time. Komoda.